I'm not saying Indiana.
By the way, I think that buzzing noise is not my mic. I think it's the refrigerator in this place.
Probably so.
Just humming right beside me.
Them suckers do hum, dog.
Whoa.
Hey, pause.
And I already know, man.
Big one.
I already know, man.
Big one.
I already know, man. I already know. I'll take that hit.
He said them suckers do hum.
Yeah.
That's 2 ditties.
No way. That's one.
Big G. You said those suckers do hum.
It's a 5-minute major. It's not a minor penalty.
It's a red card, yellow card. What color card is it?
Red. It's a red card.
It's a red card. I'm cooked.
The sidelines for a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all was talking about college football?
Yeah. I think Indiana wrecks the party, bro. I think Indiana wrecks the party.
What's the game to watch tomorrow, Big G, Mom? My wife got to go get her hair, nails, and feet done, so that's about 4 or 5 hours.
It's all, man. Tomorrow you could put it on. Matter of fact, I know you ain't gonna be up tonight, but you can start watching tonight.
Ooh.
Some good games on.
I'm watching the World Series when you get done here. Right now, I'm watching B Dirt's boys and my boys. See, Big G, you don't even keep up with the Cavaliers, man.
Yes, I do. I got 2 TVs here. What do you mean? The Pistons actually lightweight playing against them right now. They
are. I was going to ask B Dirt, do we like Bernie Bickerstaff?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the guy's won 40-some% of his games in his career. Not exactly who I would go touting for. No.
But you guys pick them up off the dumpster fire pile.
I don't think a lot of people are knocking down the door trying to get there. You know what I mean?
In Detroit?
Yeah, not right now.
I think Detroit got a lot of young talent, man. I mean, they picked up.
Yeah, I think the next coach might be in a good situation.
Right. Okay.
So, Tate, you asked me about the games tomorrow. I think tomorrow is Separation Saturday.
You said that another week.
No. This week is Separation Saturday. This week you're going to find out. This is the last week of October. You know, October is F around and find out month. So this is Separation Saturday. You're going to find out who's for real and who's fake this week. It's because there's a lot of teams that'll separate from each other. I mean, there's games all the way from Nebraska, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Navy, Washington, Illinois.
Nebraska, Ohio State, and then Ohio State on what Nebraska?
Washington plays Indiana this week.
Yeah, Indiana. Yeah, Illinois, Oregon is a game. I mean, you go down to SEC.
You have not mentioned the game yet. It's less than a 2-score game.
Texas Vanderbilt is a game.
2-score.
That'll be Penn State, Wisconsin's a game. LSU, Texas A&M is a game.
LSU, Texas A&M is a game.
This ain't no separation sound.
Everything separated by at least 14 points. Every game is separated by at least 14 points. Gee, that's separation.
Hold it. The reason why I'm saying separation is because a lot of the teams that I just mentioned, they have one loss.
So you're saying contenders, pretenders.
Yeah, that's what's going to separate the teams that have opportunities to make the college football playoff this week is going to separate from everybody else.
I think of all the games you named, all the favorites going to win.
You know what? I want to believe that, but there's just one game I'm looking at real tough, and that's that Penn State Wisconsin game because James Franklin always lays an egg.
Wisconsin's terrible,
but he always lays an egg, man. He does it every year. He does it every year against right before he plays Ohio State.
This isn't a big game,
man. I'm telling you, he does it, man. He's shooting his normal. He's gonna shoot his normal, man. His game's gonna be closer than what it's supposed to be.
No thanks.
And I'm telling you, it's gonna be closer. It's gonna be closer than what it's supposed to be. And shout out to the Pittsburgh Panthers for total decimation of the
Dude, did you have flashbacks?
Oh my! Kyle McCord is dumpster juice.
he loves throwing picks, don't he?
Oh my God! Listen, that had to be an historical.
He does throw a very catchable ball. You can say that.
That had to have been a story. No, I've never seen a quarterback throw 3 pick sixes and a half my whole life. That had to have been a horror historical. My boy Andy P that I do the Level Up podcast with, he was having a conniption. I had to watch the boy off the ledge twice. 2 times I had to walk him off the ledge because he said that Kyle McCord is garbage.
He's a Syracuse guy.
Oh man, he loves Syracuse. But listen, y'all check me out. Look it up historically. Has a quarterback ever thrown 3 pick sixes in one half of a college football game? I couldn't think of a time, and I was going back in my Rolodex. I didn't even Google it. I'm like, I've never. Most of the time, the first one might get you to the bench. The second one definitely is going to get you to the bench. But the third one, oh my God, he's trash. He's garbage, man. The worst thing. I'm so glad we got off of him.
Again, all the favorites win, including Penn State covering whatever the spread is.
I don't know.
Only good game I see so far is Notre Dame versus Army.
No,
Navy.
Notre Dame and Navy, but that's not a good game. LSU, Texas A&M is a good
Huge
game.
Huge game. LSU,
All right.
huge game.
All right. Let's put it back on the tracks.
Let's go.
We got real games to pick here. Some of these are even going to be close, unlike Big G's college slate. Tate, we're going to start with you and just go around the horn here. Random order. Titans plus 11.5 at Detroit versus everybody, the Lions. Over under 45.
You gave me the perfect game, man. I'm going to do like President 44 did earlier this week. I saw on TV, man. I'm singing Eminem, man. So you know what I'm going with. Everybody from the 313, throw your hands up and follow me.
Oh.
The 313, I know you know, B Dirt is D.
I used to have a 313 area code.
Did you?
I had 2 phones. I had a 734, which is Ann Arbor, and a 313 Detroit.
Beautiful.
All right, G. Packers at the Jags. Jags getting 4 points. Over unders 49.5.
Packers cover. Packers
All
cover.
right.
Jordan Love covers. Jags are in dismay.
All right, I got the Ravens at the Browns. Browns plus 8, over under 45.5. I am going to take the Ravens to win this by 14.
I like it. I like that.
You messing us up with that one, B Dirt.
Tate, you have the Colts plus 5 at the Texans, over under 45.
That's a crappy game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
But CJ been playing trash, Tate.
He just
He's
had
playing
one
trash.
bad game.
No, I think the Colts defense can keep the score down, man. 5.5 is a lot. I'm taking the Colts with the plus 5.5.
It's plus 5.
Oh,
Wait, Tate, I got to give you some information. Tank Dell and Nico, both of them might not be playing.
okay. That only elevates me picking the Colts.
Okay. Got it.
Hey man, I'm so scared. I wanted to pick up Anthony Richardson in our fantasy football. I know you cut him, Big G.
Yeah.
I was going to pick him up and cut Justin Fields, but I'm scared Justin might see the field again.
Well, go on, do what you do, man. Go and cut him.
Now, if you trying to pick him up, I know.
Show am.
Because you got Russ.
Show am.
Well,
Show
Big G
am.
thinks he's going to be catching passes. Big G, you got the Jets at the Patriots. Patriots are plus 7, over under 41.
The Jets going to win this week, man, and they're going to cover the spread because they have to. I think they get a week with all their weapons and at full force, but they got to figure out something defensively because their defensive backfield is in total shambles based on their injuries. But I still like the Jets. The Pats they in the Travis Hunter sweepstakes. And Travis Hunter sweepstakes, not Shador. Travis Hunter.
All right. I have the Eagles plus 2.5 at the Bengals, over under 47.5. I picked this game all running through the jungle already. 28-20 Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals to cover.
I'm with that, B-Dirt. I like that pick. That's big facts. I like that.
Tate, you have the Falcons at the Bucks. Bucks plus 2.5, over under 46.
Oh.
I got Captain Kirk, man. I mean, the Bucks are too injured at the wide receiver position. Baker gonna try and do what he can do.
Well, that Chris Godwin injury was terrible.
Yeah, so Mike Evans is out too, right?
Yeah, he gone. He gone. Not for the season, but he gone for this game.
I mean, for this week. That's my pick. So I got I got Atlanta winning this game. What's the over under?
46.
I'll take the over. I think Baker lets him score some points. I think Kirk scores 3 touchdowns. That's why I picked him up, Big G, and not Anthony Richardson.
I understand.
But I didn't catch Justin Fields. I got 3 quarterbacks.
All right, Big G, you have the Cards plus 4.5 at the Dolphins over under 46.
The Cards is trash.
I know, but this line really screws with my head here because the Dolphins, like Tua and Hill, are both questionable.
Yeah. I think Tua's going to play, though. Tua going to play.
The last time he played, he didn't play very well. Do you expect him to come back, set the world on fire, especially if Hill might not play?
Man, give me the Dolphins, bro. Give me the Dolphins.
Over
the Cardinals. It's because Kyler Murray, they in the George Sweet. Kyler Murray trash. He's horrible.
He better than Tua.
No, I don't think so. But that's just me. I think Tua is just injury prone. But Kyler Murray, garbage.
Oh, I don't like this game. I have the Bills at the Seahawks. Seahawks plus 3 over under 46.
No DK.
Is he out now?
I
heard he was doubtful.
It's doubtful. It's either doubtful or questionable, but no DK.
The Giants were in Seattle. What's going on with the 12th man? God, give me the Bills.
Oh, that was a hard game. That was.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Tate, Saints plus 7 at the Chargers over under 41.5.
I see it, Tate. You got me again.
I don't even know what was said.
I know what I said. I ain't repeating it because he ain't gonna know did it me again. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, you said be there. Yeah, he was giving me a game, wasn't he?
I did. I gave you the Saints plus 7 at the Chargers over under 41.5.
Man, they started out lights out. The Saints did 2-0.
Mash unit.
Mash.
They lost everything moving since. So I think the Chargers finally get right, play a good clean game. Harbaugh gets to kind of just call some plays, claw the run game, run over the Saints, and hit some deep balls to Quentin Johnson.
So yeah, put it on up there. Put that graphic on up there, buddy. No Diddy, no doubt. Yes, sir.
Hit some deep passes to Quentin Johnson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think the Chargers winning. What was the spread again?
7.
Yeah, they got it. And over
the only thing that the Saints have done productive since week 2 is sign Alvin Kamara to an extension.
Facts.
That might turn out to be a mistake.
Yeah. They ain't trading.
It might, but it's better than what anything else they got going on.
Facts.
Ooh, gee, you got the Chiefs at the Raiders. Raiders plus 9.5.
Give me the Chiefs to cover, man. Even though
Chiefs ain't blowing people out though.
I understand that, but they got D-Hop this week, and that's gonna make a difference.
Oh, they did D-Hop.
They got and what's called said D-Hop playing. The coach Andy Reid said that boy in there, so they got D-Hop. I think my homeboy is gonna force the passes to him, and so yeah, give me the Chiefs to cover. And the Raiders who's playing freaking quarterback? Who playing running back? Who playing wide receiver? The Raiders
Brady
is definitely the
now owns part of the Raiders. Can he play quarterback for him?
And he might come out of retirement, but I wouldn't come back with this unit. They trash. There's no way I come back with them.
Let's say I have the next game. Panthers at the Broncos. Panthers getting 11 points against the Broncos. Over under 41.
Ooh. And Bryce Young starting this week.
Is he?
Yeah, and he don't had a car accident, dog. He got towed up. And so they got to start.
I saw he had a car accident. His family was with him too.
Yeah, he got tore up bad, bro. So they gotta start. They gotta go back to young.
Man, that defense is terrible. Give me the man. Am I taking a
11 points is a lot, B.
Am I giving up 11 points in an NFL game?
That's a lot, man.
Give me the Broncos.
Oh, to cover the 11.
Cover the 11.
It's a difficult pick to pick the Broncos to
27-14.
Oh,
that's a fair score.
Yeah.
Right, Tate, you have a really good game here. Bears at the Commies. Commanders are getting 3 points over under 43.
This is my game, man. I got everything going on in this game, man. Because talking to my barber today, we bet early in the off season. Not off season, like late in the off season, but before the preseason. Remember the whole time talking about who got a better record between the Commanders and the Bears. Well, he got the Bears. I got the Commanders. They got tied records right now, right? The Bears are 4-2. The Commanders might be 5-2.
They're same. I think they both the same.
Okay. Is Jay Daniels playing?
Yeah, right now, they listed him as questionable, but he's more than likely probable. He's going to play.
Said his rib was feeling better today. Limited practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta take the Bears, man. I gotta take a little birthday fella's team, man. Pick up for him. He'll be here bumping his big chops. So he's here talking about how much better Caleb Williams is now than
over under 43. I kind of like.
Yeah, they're going over.
Over that.
I like the over there too.
Hey, man, we got a Louis Dampier on the podcast, man. Thanks for rocking with us, man. He said, I'm just pausing for a minute, B-Dirt. He said, I'm asking this to everyone. Would anyone trade Justin Fields, Highsmith, or Herbig plus picks for Myles Garrett? Absolutely no.
No.
Absolutely no. Heck no.
No
way. No way. Go ahead, B-Dirt.
All right, G, this is your game. Cowboys +4 at the 49ers over under 47. Speaking of mass units.
Well, I heard that Mike Parsons is going to play. I heard that there was a meeting of the minds in Dallas and coming out of the bye, and the 49ers is a mass unit. And Tate, you've been saying it all along. That boy they got playing quarterback is not a force multiplier. He ain't that guy. So Dak is. Even though I know Dak is trash.
Dak is a force multiplier?
Oh, yeah, Dak is. Because the reason why Dak played with trash. Dak ain't really had no really good guys he played with.
Except Dak Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb and probably Ezekiel Elliott his whole career.
Okay.
That's probably it.
I feel like we always talk about Dak is not a force multiplier. I feel like we always said Dak need pieces around him. He don't uplift nobody else. That's what we've always said.
I don't know, man. Dak gets it done when he needs to.
In the regular season.
Yes, I preface that in asterisks and quotation marks. Regular season. So I think this is a must win for the Cowboys. So I think the Cowboys win. They beat the 49ers.
Where's the game at?
It is in San Francisco.
Yep.
All right, last game comes to me. I have the Giants +6 at the Steelers.
You already know.
You need to hear it from me?
No, we already know.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. You want one of those?
Yeah, Renegade. Get that Renegade going, B-Dirt.
Steelers.
It's in your heart, B-Dirt. You live in Pittsburgh. You know Renegade.
It's definitely not in my heart, but it is in my DraftKings bets.
Facts.
Go Steelers.
Facts. Yep.
I listen.
All right, man.
I don't necessarily like black and yellow. I don't necessarily hate black and yellow, but I love money green.
Facts.
All right, time to take that first break, Tate. I'm running the show. You ain't need to do it, yo.
No, I wasn't saying nothing about the break. I was going to get out of here, man. Then you can go to break.
Oh.
I feel the medicine kicking in. So
here it comes.
Before I get incoherent.
Yeah, we'll give you 20 minutes and then we'll phone you in and not tell you. You're going to think we're off.
But no, I want to thank everybody, man. I had a fun night thus far. The homie Pay's birthday, Brown Bag Pay. My sister's birthday. Happy birthday to them. You know, everything on the Steel Curtain Network. Check it out. Fans First Sports Network. Everything under that umbrella, including Running Through the Jungle, Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan, the Know-It-Alls, the Level Up Podcast, No Cap Recap. Think that new show is going pretty well, Big G.
I'm hearing that.
Me paying Big G, B Dirt can't stay up, man. We stay up after the Monday Night Football game, and we talk about all the weekend slated games. So
after the Monday Night Football game?
Yeah.
Damn! No way.
That's what I said. We know you weren't gonna do it.
You'd have to do it at halftime to even have a chance, and I might fall asleep mid-show.
B Dirt, we doing it straight after Monday Night Football.
Nope.
For the folks ride home on Tuesday.
I think I've seen the final snap of Monday Night Football twice this year.
Yeah, man, we usually start right after Monday Night Football, though. But we on it right there, Big G, after Monday Night Football, right?
Yep, absolutely. Right. I mean, literally, once the game starts, we go.
Once the game stops, we go, y'all.
Yeah, facts.
But no, thank everybody, man. Like I said, I'm blessed. This is part of that journey, man. This medicine puts me to sleep. So I'm about to get off here and go finish watch this basketball game, turn to the World Series, go Dodgers. I don't know who you guys want. B Dirt, you a Yankee person?
That's the evil empire, man.
Okay. So you root for the Dodgers?
I'm rooting for the Dodgers. I mean, I bet on the Yankees this game, but
okay. Big G, who you root for in it?
I hate the Yankees. Give me the Dodgers.
Everybody hates the Yankees.
Yeah.
I like the Cowboy hunt. But yeah, everybody. So Big is my girl Afton out here?
Yep.
Oh, I'm about to do the night Afton. I'm about to give you the both ways salute.
No diddy, no doubt.
Damn it.
In honor of Big G.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't give me your
Big
mess.
G, you the first one that said it.
No, you pulling me in. You
Hey,
pulling me in.
So we about to take a quick break. If you watch on YouTube, you know you're not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. We're just going for the audio side, hear a few words from our partners, and B Dirt and Big G. I'll be right back after this. And miss me when I'm gone.
Smash that like button.
Peace.
And just like that, we are back. If you are watching this live, you are seeing the sign. Get those algorithms up. Like it. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that share button. We appreciate you supporting us each and every week. All right, we got our picks out of the way. Should we stay on the NFL or should we go to that World Series he was talking about?
Hey, bro, it's your ship. I'm just around for the ride.
All right, I'm going to skip around a little bit because I'm not going to go in the same order. I just want to make sure. We're in the sixth inning right now. The Dodgers are up 1-0 against the Yankees in L.A. Yeah. I did have the Yankees win this game just because I liked the pitching matchup with Garrett Cole.
Yeah. Agree.
But it looks like Flaherty's pitched well.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that New York has ran into over the last several years, having a lot of these home run hitters and really counting on nothing but the long ball to get your runs scored.
Yeah.
Man, if you hit a dry spell, it don't take much for you to get bounced from some good pitching.
Big facts. And that's the problem. I think that's the problem with both of those teams, Peter, to be honest. I think that they both depend a lot on the home run. They don't have small ball. No pause, no diddy, no doubt. They don't have small ball games in them.
See, I that's not a no Diddy comment to me. People were saying that for years. Like, Diddy, that was before. It was pre-Diddy.
Yeah.
Small ball was pre-Diddy, so I'm good with it. You're allowed to run with that.
I'll bet. I got it. Tate would have got me, though. But I just think that, man, they don't have it in them, both teams. And to be honest, B, I think it's going to This I believe that this series is going to come down to who adjusts the best with traveling east to west. I think that's the unknown factor that people are not really talking about. Oh my God, man, it's unbelievable. To go from New York to Los Angeles and then back. Oh my God, that's a rough ride, bro. So whatever team shows that they can adjust the best by traveling coast to coast, I think we'll win this series. That's just my take.
Yeah, I liked the Dodgers lineup a little bit better as far as like professional hitters. I think Juan Soto is definitely a professional hitter.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's just, to me, power guys and patch guys in that Yankees lineup. And I think the little bit better, more well-rounded lineup is that Dodgers lineup.
Yeah.
Stanton went yard, 2-1 Yankees.
Yeah,
there you go, long ball.
Yeah, there it is.
That's how they got to win it. So we'll see if they can keep those bats going like that. I give a slight edge to the Dodgers, but I think this is going to go 7.
I talked that up, bro, because as soon as I flipped the channel over there, it happened. I'm like, oh my God. And then they put it in the live chat too, man. So yeah, we talked it up. We talked that up. Definitely.
I think this is going to be one of those. I think it's going to go 6-7 games for sure.
Yeah. 7.
These are heavyweight fighters.
Yeah, 7. I would say 7 without a doubt.
And Major League Baseball wanted these two teams in, right? When it started, they were like, "Can we get them?"
Well, how much money? Think about the revenue that it's going to make for Major League Baseball. The television revenue, the revenue in stadium. I was hearing about the traffic tonight in LA. I heard it was just nuts. 2 of the best high school football teams in LA played today against each other, along with the Lakers playing, along with the World Series, along with the Trojan boys. Oh my God, it's crazy out there.
Yeah,
it's crazy. The traffic's wall to wall. So, and people in LA different. They don't care. They act up. So when they, if you've never been there, you don't know. But they act up. So them LA teams, it's going to make a lot of money for baseball, and they need it because they're falling behind. Even though they play a long season, they need that revenue, bro.
Gavin Anthony said LA needs to build more public transit.
Yeah, they LA big trash, man.
Big car city.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we both kind of have a similar. I think it's going to be a long series.
Yeah.
I think that you got the Dodgers winning it.
Yeah, because I hate the Yankees, and I guess that's bias. That's bias. But I got the Dodgers winning because I hate the Yankees.
This is said like a true Phillies fan.
Yeah, I hate the man. I hate the Yankees worse than any team in the American League. I hate the Yankees, man. I hate them because I'm a diehard Phillies fan.
Is that my least favorite team? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. As a Tigers fan, least favorite team.
Yep. Facts.
All right. So let's go back to the NFL again.
Okay.
We did our power rankings earlier this year, and I was really hoping to have all 4 of us here to do this.
Yeah.
But I'll just have to take the 2 best is all we got left.
Top of the and they say I'm biased and I'm big trash with my takes. Man, when I hit it, I hit it out the park, bro. I hit it out the park.
What I like about this, and listen, I think all of us have a little bit of this in us. This is not going to be a regurgitated top 5 power ranking list here.
Facts.
You're not going to get like, oh, it's just by the records or, oh, this, that, and the other. There's like some thought process, I'm sure, that you and I both are going to put into this.
Yep.
I really struggled with number 5. I really did, man. But you want me to share my first top 5, or you want to go with yours first?
Go ahead. I got mine, but go ahead. You go ahead.
All right.
I just want to see how close. I want to see how close we are.
You want to go back and forth? Let's go 5-5, 4-4. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's do it that way.
All right. So my number 5, I got the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
I thought they were going to lose too much on defense. Lost another linebacker again. But I think they were playing well enough. Even some of the games that Josh Allen hasn't played up to snuff, the running games come along nicely, and they can still stay in those games. At 5-2, I think they're the 5th best team in the league.
Oh, so I got the Philadelphia Eagles at number 5. I think the Philadelphia, because they play in a weaker conference. I think that there's not really a path of resistance for them in their division. I think they're miles ahead of the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, maybe the Detroit Lions is going to give them, if they can stay healthy. But I think Philadelphia has a clear path to success in the NFC. So I got Philadelphia ranked number 5.
You, over the last couple years, have liked the Eagles more than I have, for sure.
Yeah, facts. That's big facts.
Number 4, and this is where I don't think number 5 is not my controversial one. I think number 4 is my controversial take.
Ooh.
Because they did have a down week last week. They have, here and there snuck out a couple games, but they got some new pieces. They got some injured pieces. They missed a running back for a couple weeks. They're missing their number 1 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Houston Texans at number 4.
Oh,
and here's why.
Yeah.
Defense is playing better. I think they've got a running game, and I don't expect C.J. Stroud to have very many games where he goes 10 for 21 for 86 yards.
That was the worst game of his career. It's the worst game of his career.
It's an anomaly, and he still only lost to the vaunted Green Bay Packers 24-22 at Green Bay. So could have pulled that game off easily. And the reason why, Joe Mixon runs for 115 yards.
Oh, I agree.
So they're playing complimentary ball. I think that they're definitely pulling it together. They beat the Bills. I put them at number 4. I think the Green Bay Packers are turning the ball over too much.
Oh.
And don't have enough to overcome it all the time.
Okay.
So for that reason, I got Texans number 4. Who you got?
The Buffalo Bills with a bullet. I got the Buffalo Bills with a bullet because I like the addition of Amari Cooper. You saw in one game how much difference it made between by adding a number 1 receiver and how now dangerous Keon Coleman actually looks as receiver for Buffalo. The issue with Buffalo is, can their defense rev it up? They've had to deal with injuries just like everybody else in the NFL. But I like Buffalo, man. I like Buffalo at number 4.
And I think the addition of Amari Cooper having a vet around Keon Coleman is very, very good for his development.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want me to go first at number 3? You want me to go first?
Why don't you go first at number 3 before I upset everybody?
I got the Detroit Lions at number 3.
Ooh.
I think, and this is why. In my opinion, Jared Goff is playing MVP football.
Okay.
And he makes all the difference in the world for the Lions. I know they lost Aiden Hutchinson, which is a big loss. I mean, you can't substitute that. But if you look at what he's able to do, now Jameis Williams is going to be on the sideline for 2 games for using PEDs. But I think the development of those other wide receivers, along with St. Brown, has been critical for them. And they got a 2-headed monster in that running back room, man, with Montgomery and dang on Gibbs, man. Jesus, they're running downhill.
Thunder and lightning, man.
Oh, my God. So Detroit, man, and Goff's playing MVP football, man. So I got Detroit at 3.
2 years ago in the draft, you and I both talked about in our draft special how refreshing it was. Odd. Could they have gotten some of the guys that they took a little later in the draft? We felt like they overvalued Jahmyr Gibbs. They overvalued linebacker out of Iowa. What was his name?
Campbell.
Campbell.
Dan Campbell, yeah.
A couple of those other guys that they really, they kind of did reach a little bit on, but they got their guys. And you're seeing now a team that has their identity and plays their ball. It's one of the things I spoke about on Running Through the Jungle. The Bengals sometimes, I think, give the coaching staff and the play calling give the other team too much respect or credit and don't try to impose their will, right?
Fact.
One of the things I love about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they know their identity and they know that they want to drag you into the mud. Yeah. And they want you to come out in that deep water with them and play their game.
Yeah.
And the Bengals, I look at it like, why aren't you taking those shots? Why aren't you trying to go deep? Why aren't you trying to do these things? Yeah. I'm looking at you playing a defense last week in the Cleveland Browns. You talk about how great they are and how much they respect them and all this other stuff. Is there somebody outside of Myles Garrett that you would say is a top 5 at their position?
No.
I mean, Ward, I might say top 10 or 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see that. And I look over on our side of the ball and I say, okay, I got a top 5 wide receiver and I got a top 5 quarterback.
Right. So which means you're going to get the dub. Yeah, you're going to get the dub.
And I get frustrated. We don't do that enough. So that's one of the other things I love about the Lions. They know their identity. They drafted to their identity, and they play to their identity.
Well, that like you said with the Steelers, that's how listen, the Steelers' identity is so well known that guys like me and Tate and all whoever else who do podcasts for the Pittsburgh Steelers, we're damn near head on every year with who we draft. We can pinpoint and identify Steelers. Like, I mean, there's no way we called off Zach Frazier, Peyton Wilson. We were calling off guys that they were going to draft. JPJ, Troy Fautano. I mean, we was pinpoint on the money of who these guys was going to draft. So you can see they identify him. And I think that Detroit has done that. I think Detroit has done. You know a Detroit Lion now when you see a Detroit Lion. So, and that's a great thing because they can take control of that NFC, bro.
At number 3, I guess this is going to be a little controversial too. Kansas City Chiefs.
I like it.
At number 3.
Yeah.
Listen, the MASH unit 49ers last week, they got a 10-point win. Before that, they beat the MASH unit Saints by 13. Those are the only 2 games they got that are more than 1-score games. Everything else they've won is a 1-score game against the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Ravens.
Yeah.
And barely beat the Bengals. Could have easily lost that game. We're a toe away from playing overtime against the Ravens.
Oh.
The Falcons, 22-17. I mean, that could have went either way. Like, I just haven't seen them. You know, Patty Mahomes is second in the league in interceptions right now, or tied
he's
for
playing,
first.
He's been playing big trash.
Listen, their defense is good. They're a very good team. I just don't think at this point in time, the full body of work, I don't give them the number 1 ranking. I give them number 3 right now.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, so if we swing it back and we go my way, I got the Chiefs at number 2. I cannot give them the number 1 ranking. For all the reasons you said. And I believe that eventually, so, October is F around and find out. We on a G-rated show, so I can't say the first word. But it starts with an F and it ends with a K, and there's 2 letters in between. So October that's what it is. And I think we done found out really what Pat Mahomes is. And one of the things that happens in the NFL, man, is that if you play around too long and there's enough film on you, teams will start to figure you out. And I think that what's happening is the league is catching up to Kansas City. They know what the tendencies are. It's just that Pat Mahomes still has magic left in him. He makes outstanding little throws that nobody else is be willing to do. Throws back across his body, behind the back, in between his legs. He does all kind of little crazy stuff. And you're like, oh, and those plays make a difference in the game by having a sound defense. But this year, I think that the NFL teams have figured out enough on film with Mahomes boy. And so I don't know how long they're going to keep this trajectory where they just keep winning. And I think they're going to hit a slump when they don't need to be dirt. I think it's like those last 4 or 5 games, they're going to lose. And it's because the league's been caught up to them. That's just my thinking, bro.
Yeah, I would say this too. Like, I think Lou Anarumo was the first one that really played a big shell defense on him. Played quarters, played too deep a lot, right?
Facts.
So now the league starts doing that to him, and you see what happens as soon as Isaiah Pacheco's not there. It looks different.
Yeah.
Right? You need that guy that's able to get those hard yards in the middle, hit that hole in that crease fast, and get those 4-7 yard chunks.
Yeah.
So, listen, my number 2, I got the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
Baltimore loses the home opener, or the season opener at the Chiefs by a toe, right? A very close game. Had a little bit of a hangover week 2 with the Raiders, and then they run off wins against the at Dallas, against Buffalo, against the Bengals, against the Commanders, and the Buccaneers. They have more quality wins to me than anybody really in this group, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They've had a pretty rough schedule to start off with, and I think they've played really well.
The back half is no punk either. They got some games on that back half.
Well, they got a number 1 schedule.
Yeah, they should. But I don't disagree. And this segues right to what I'm saying. I got the Baltimore Ravens number 1. I think as of right now, if the season ended today, and it hurts my heart to say that because I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and I think we have their number. The only thing that gets me a little bit now is I'm seeing how Derrick Henry done revved up. And the other night when that boy ran 22 miles an hour down the sideline, I said, "Oh my God!" Him being that old and still being able to hit that gear.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. But if the season ended up today, Lamar's the MVP. Now, do I think they're formidable from a defensive standpoint? No. This is not Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed. Nah. That I ain't even worried about Roquan Smith or Kyle Hamilton. Now get up out of here. Y'all ain't proven that y'all the Raven dogs yet. But offensively, they got it. Offensively, they got Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Zay Flowers, Lamar.
Lamar Jackson has
they got it.
It looks like he's slowed down the game in his mind.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. He's always had the athletic ability to be faster in the game. Now I think his mind's slowing it down. He's keeping his eyes downfield, hitting guys on routes. He hit Bateman on a route last year. He wouldn't even have looked at last year.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah,
last year he doesn't even look at that route.
Yeah. I've seen Lamar throw the ball better than I've ever seen him throw it ever.
Agreed.
I've seen it. Now, this is the deal, and I'm still saying this is the preference for them being number 1. We're going into the cold. We're going into the winter months. Lamar done took off some weight, right? And I've seen Lamar take a lot of hits. I've seen him take a lot of hits. So do they switch this up and start really feeding Derrick Henry the football? Or do they just keep letting Lamar cook? Because listen, once again, you're going to F around and find out. And Lamar can't keep getting hit the way he's getting hit. And somebody's going to hit him and hurt him. And that's I think that's their whole, they're playing with fire with that. And for a team like Pittsburgh that wants to fight you in a phone booth, oh yeah. Come bring that over here, let Lamar run around. We want to go up in a phone booth with you and beat the brake shoes off of you. So yeah, and that's why I said we got the nuts.
It's 2 of the more violent teams in the NFL historically.
Yeah. We want to play in a phone booth. We want Highsmith and Herbig and Watt and Hayward and Keanu Benton. We want them dudes, and we want some of them DBs running downhill to knock the brake shoes off of Lamar. So yeah, that come on, keep running around and scrambling. You're gonna get cracked, buddy. You're gonna get cracked. And B Dirt, I seen this too. On a lot of Lamar's runs, the NFL deems him a runner. And so like that, not cracking him is not in play. Like you can light him up, dog. You can hit him and mess him up. So yeah, keep playing like how you play. Keep putting it on tape so that way when we scheme on you, kill the quarterback. That's the whole thing. Kill Lamar. So that's just my thinking, Peter. Who's your number 1?
So my number 1 has an asterisk. I need an asterisk here with it.
Yeah.
Because they need to add a player at the deadline. in order to keep this number one power ranking for me.
Man, I know who it is just by you saying that. Go ahead, man.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Why do you think they need to add a guy?
Because they lost the guy.
Oh.
Aiden Hutchinson's that guy. So they need to have a pass rush help. I don't necessarily would it be great if they got Max Crosby? Yeah. The kid went to Eastern Michigan at Ypsilanti. It'd be great to have him come back. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if they can get them. But they need to add somebody there.
You know what my homeboy told me? A guy I'm real close with, this in the know with the Ohio State Buckeye players. He told me that Bosa might get traded to Detroit.
Bosa would look great there.
Uh-huh.
Smith at the Browns. So 1 year, he's on a 1 year, $11 million contract. He would help. Like there's definitely some guys out there I think they can get by that November 5th trade deadline. I think they need to have more pass rush to sustainably go longer into the playoffs.
Tim asked Nicky or Joey. Joey Bosa, man.
Take them both.
I heard my homeboy told me who's in the know with them Ohio State Buckeye players. Shout out to Philly Brown, man, wherever you listening, man. Great Ohio State wide receiver, Philly, man. You the guy. Shout out to Philly, man. Philly gave me a little inside information, man, and told me that Bosa might be headed to Detroit. I was like, whoa.
Take him.
Yeah, that puts him over the top, man.
And yeah, he does get hurt too much, but at that point in time, what are they going to need? 6-8 games out of him.
Yeah.
That's
all they need him for. That's all. And then playoff run, that's all they need him for. Rev him up. And he's in the attack position. He don't got to do nothing else. It's just go get the quarterback. That's it. Go kill him. Yep. Because you got the defense behind you.
All right, we're going to take another quick break here. Hear from our sponsors one last time. While we're out there, you know what to do. If you haven't, give that 5-star review, like, subscribe, share us with a friend. Tell everybody where they can get their sports knowledge here at the OT. We dabble in a little bit of everything, and we're always going to be a little bit football-centric. Football is just number one in the country right now. That's just what it is. America. We'll be right back after these messages. Fine for hitting your microphone during the break.
I sure did.
I love it.
The big hand just crossed over and just nailed it.
I love it. Welcome to the Homies Overtime. We are back for our last segment. Before we clean up a little bit more of the NFL news, round of applause. I want a round of applause for the WNBA. Hell of a year.
Yeah. Clap it up.
Ladies,
for the WNBA.
The WNBA final averaged over 1.6 million viewers per game. That's up 115% over 2023, man. That's a glow up. Yeah. And neither one of the rookie chatterbox makers that got everybody talking and chirping all year were in the finals, and people were still watching. So that's good on the WNBA. I thought the finals were great games.
Have you heard what they did, though? Did you hear what they did?
What's that?
They broke the union, dog. They said we ain't signing that contract. We need some more bread. So they in there fighting right now. So we're gonna see. We remember October is F around and find out. We gonna find out how much that glow up is gonna matter for the WNBA because they want some bread, dog.
On the CBA, do you know what they how long they signed for? How many years?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up now. Just keep talking. I'll look it up.
Because that's one of those situations, right, where just like if you were an NFL player or an NBA player or whatever, it's always that question: do you take a shorter contract and bet on yourself a few years down the road, or you take a longer contract for the guarantees? I think that these ladies were definitely in a situation where they should have took a shorter term period and renegotiated quickly.
So based on the current decision, the current CBA will conclude October 31st of 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. So they was like, nah,
So they'd
we
be all right.
ain't going for that. We ain't going for that. We need to do something
So
different.
they're just trying to do it a year early. That's not egregious.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how much the Globe, how much it mattered. Because what it comes down to is putting butts in seats. Yeah. And I think that they were selling out. They weren't selling out arenas, but it went way up.
Way up. Yeah.
As far as attendance. And I don't think that, even though that they're, because B-Dirt, I don't know if they're in the red or the black as far as money, but I think that they don't want to take the risk of losing this young, enthusiastic fan base that they have concerning the WNBA. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, bro.
Yeah, well, good luck to them. I hope they get. I hope they get some more money. I hope they get it going in the right direction. I think that'll actually just help create more and more positivity and buzz around that league.
Yeah, facts. I agree. Go Lynx. I got a squad now. Go Lynx. Even though we lost, I got a squad. Got a squad.
I don't want to talk about it. My basketball squads are trash.
Facts.
NFL. Still got a couple things I want to discuss with you before we get out of here.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries this season. It's every season, but this season seems to be a little bit, maybe it's just hitting a little too close to home with my fantasy football teams, but it seems to be, some pretty impactful players have been lost.
Oh.
What do you think the most impactful injury right now is in the NFL, or the top couple that you see out there?
Woo! Right now, so it would have to be teams that you should be in contention that isn't. So I got to start with Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, that whole mass unit that's going on in San Francisco.
I have that number one.
Yeah, I think the window's closed. I think the window's closed. I think that because of the ascension of Detroit, and I think that Philadelphia is getting their act together, I think the window has closed for the 49ers to be the number one seed. Now, they can mess around and get hot, but I think that window's closed. So I got to go with San Francisco, number one, right off the board. Maybe the second one, because it was season ending, was Aiden Hutchinson, man, for Detroit. I'm not saying Detroit's window was closed, but Detroit had the goods to get the chip. They had the goods to get it, man. And that hurt bad, man. It hurt bad because now everybody's iffy whether or not they can do it or they can't do it. So I got Detroit. And then third, I'm gonna be biased. I think the offensive line hits that we took in Pittsburgh was devastating, man. By losing our rookie Fautanu, by losing Daniels.
You've come a long way with that name. Good job.
Well, Fautanu. Yeah,
Fautanu, look at you go.
Yeah. But that, by losing Daniels, and then now Zach Frazier, everybody's expecting him to be back after the bye. I mean, we're finding out that we have other offensive linemen and McCollum and McCormick and, Jones and Dan Moore's playing decent football, so we're finding out we got other guys. But, I mean, if you really look at the Steelers, if they would have been full strength with that line, man, you're talking about a bully. So, I hope it doesn't catch us in the end. I'm hearing that Fautanu might be able to come back for the playoffs. I'm hearing Zach Frazier's going to be back after the bye. So, but that Steelers offensive line, that hurt. That hurt.
Aiden Hutchinson had no nerve damage.
Yeah.
No artery damage. Clean break.
Yeah.
And surgery went great. That's about as, for that gruesome of an injury, that's about as, that is a win-win-win across the board in my mind.
Yeah. Agreed. Big facts.
Tua, I would give an honorable mention to, just because not only what the team looks like without him, but now that fan base seems to have started turning against McDaniel, thinking he's not the answer or the savior or the smartest guy. And now, like, this whole thing could implode. If he goes out there and gets another injury this year, it could be his career. It could be them putting, God forbid it happens this weekend, everybody could get traded by Tuesday.
Oh, they're selling the farm.
Yeah.
If Tua goes down and they have no play, Jaden Waddle's on the block, Tyreek Hill's on the block, Moster's on the block. They're all on the block. They got to get off that bread and start over. You know.
I will say this for Browns fans. I mean, Jedrick Wills, the tackle.
Yeah.
And who knows if he doesn't get hurt? Maybe Deshaun doesn't get hurt. You don't know. And then I think going forward from here on out, that Chris Godwin injury is going to be big at Tampa.
Devastating.
Yeah, a dislocated ankle's bad.
Yeah, and with Mike Evans with a bad hamstring, because B-Dirt, we talk soft tissue injuries all the time. That's going to linger the whole season. No matter whenever he comes back, it's still going to be a problem. So yeah, they, but on the bright side, I guess there's players that we found out that can actually play from these injuries. So that helps it too. We found out Sam Darnold's for real. We found out Sam Darnold for real, bro. That dude can play.
Yeah, he's going to get another opportunity somewhere.
Yep, he is.
Where it'll be his team.
And somebody's going to give him a chance, and he's going to do well. So, yeah, we found out some guys can play. We found out Justin can play.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're looking at the development of Justin as a player, but, Justin's serviceable as an NFL quarterback. And sitting behind a veteran like Russ, he's going to show him. And there's a good relationship between those two guys, man. So Justin's talking to Russ talking to Justin. He's showing him all like, listen, listen, I put it on record. I'm going to say it again on this show. After the bye, Russell Wilson will petition for Justin Field packages. Trust me. After the bye, Russie's going to be the one to go into the room with Tomlin and say, look, play him. Whatever we got to do to get him on the field, play him. I promise you, Russie's going to do that. I promise you. Because Russie's not a hater. He's not a hater like that. He actually wants to see Justin succeed.
Here's a lifelong fan, 07, has a comment here I'd like to address. I hope Justin becomes more decisive.
Yes.
So I think, and please pipe in here wherever you want as far as adding what your experiences are and what you've seen here. As far as decisiveness, that comes from repetitions.
Yes.
Being with the same first string guys.
Facts.
Like you have to know their timing, when they're going to turn, if they're going to read the same hot routes you're going to or not.
Facts.
So being decisive a lot of times, I think that's a repetition thing and also a confidence thing. Yeah. And it's hard to have a ton of confidence when, your coach has already said the guy that's on IR is at pole position.
Yeah.
And it's his squad, right? So I get why there was some indecisiveness and some. I'd like to see, like you're saying, Big G, he sits underneath. What's he do after this season? Because I think he saw that he can play at this level. He was 4-2 quarterback.
Yeah. Had
some flashes. So I think the confidence is going to grow, and I think he's going to learn more underneath Russ. So I think he could be a diamond in the rough for somebody next year too. Like, we're so quick to like throw these quarterbacks out there and then just throw them back on the dumpster pile.
Yeah.
You got to remember, like Rich Gannon won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Like he was a backup. Justin
Fields just turned 25 years old. He's a baby.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, and listen, take it to the bank, Steelers fans, wherever. All y'all listening to us, Pittsburgh will sign Justin Fields to a contract. It's going to be a serviceable contract. It'll be 3 years, $95 million. They're going to give him a contract because they see, like Coach Tomlin, I'm just repeating what Coach Tomlin said, there's a lot of meat on them bones. And I think he needs a wily veteran like Russie to show him what he needs to see. Because Justin said out of his own mouth, I did not do enough to earn the job in Pittsburgh. And that was truth. And from the truth, you can get anywhere. So by him saying that, he realizes and knows that he still has to develop as a player, i.e. why he can learn from Russ. And I promise you, I watch what I say, B-Dirt. After the bye, there's going to be a push for Russ to say Justin has to play. It's not going to come from Arthur Smith. It's not going to come from Mike Tomlin. It's going to come from Russie going in that quarterback room and saying Justin's got to play, dude.
Here's another comment from Lifelong. He said he's scared to make a mistake. 100%. You got somebody sitting over your shoulder.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, Joe Burrow said in order for the Bengals to win, he had to play perfect. Since saying that, he's had his 2 worst games of the season.
Facts.
You can't be perfect.
That's facts.
You're too talented to be perfect. For him to be at his most effective, he has to try and fit the ball into tight windows and throw the ball down the field.
Facts.
And when you're trying to be perfect, those are 2 things you don't take the risk of doing. If I get Joe Burrow averaging 10 touchdowns per interception, then I think Joe Burrow is not pressing the issue enough. I need him to average about 4 or 5 touchdowns per interception because he should get picked off every once in a while because he's trying to fit it in a window that not many people can.
That's fine.
And I live with that play.
Yeah. T. Riley, man, Blackstreet, that's absolutely correct. Justin is smart. He'll take the Tom Brady type contract so the Steelers can keep getting players to help Justin. And that's exactly what he's going to do. 3 years, $95 million. I don't look for him to get $100 million. He'll get 3 years, $95 million, serviceable money, build the team up around Pittsburgh because we're really young. I mean, we're going to lose Daniels as offensive lineman next year. Don't be shocked if they move Fautano inside and put him at guard and then draft another tackle. And now you go, because Dan Moore's out of there too. So now you go Jones, Fautano, Zach Frazier, McCormick, and then draft another tackle. You got a baby offensive line, i.e. the Detroit Lions. That's what they were following. And then guess what? You got your fire and ice in the running backs. Najee will get a contract. It won't be a bank-breaking contract, but he'll get a contract. And then we keep doing what we do. We got to get a wide receiver too. You know, we're going to do all those things. So,
well, my last question for you here. We were talking about, going into the season, the NFL divisions, and we were talking about the AFC North being the best division in football.
Yeah.
Last year, the first time in decades, all 4 teams over 500. Do you still think we're holding on to that position, or do you think the NFC North has taken that from us? Is there anybody else in honorable mention?
It's the AFC North versus the NFC North. And the only reason why now I believe that the NFC North is just a little bit better is because the Bears have improved that much. But we're starting to see chinks in the armor with the Vikings. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see chinks in the armor this week against the Bears because I think the Commanders are going to tear their behind up. So I think you're going to start to see chinks in the armor concerning coming those because they don't have the strength of schedule. We have the top 5 or 6 strength of schedule in the whole freaking NFL on our thing. But what kills our division is the trash Browns. The Browns is garbage. I want the Browns out of the AFC North, man. I want somebody else. Give me Buffalo and get them out of there.
They shouldn't be garbage.
Yeah, I want the Browns out of the AFC North. I want the Buffalo Bills or somebody else to join the AFC North. Get them out of there. Until they can prove that they're an AFC North team, no.
Tim Lyons just asked if Daniels is playing. Daniels practiced today, said that his ribs are feeling better, and he's lobbying to play. So we'll see. It's still questionable, but the young man wants to play. We'll see if they hold him out for his own good, kind of deal.
Facts. JQ the youngin, man. Agreed. Thanks for the podcast. Thanks for the chat. The comment, and welcome to the podcast, man. We appreciate you, bro.
All right, Big G. Before we get out of here, I will tell you, Running Through the Jungle, we do the roaring reactions and Coach's Cliff Note show. after the game. We are not going to do it on Sunday. I am going to be celebrating Justin's birthday, so we'll be doing ours on Monday. That'll be the next time we catch you. I might be selling a birthday with the lovely fiance, and hopefully I can get on my phone there and check out the Know It Alls podcast, talk a little trash to Mod, because I like doing that.
Facts. Hey, man, so for any of our chat generals that's listening and watching, make sure you swing over to the Know It Alls podcast and subscribe. We are approaching 1K subs, and every subscription helps because that's Mod, Tate, and me, and that's really home base for our entire crew. The Know It Alls podcast, we're trying to build a network through there. So go to the Know It Alls podcast, subscribe to the podcast. We're live Sundays at 6 o'clock. You can check us out there. You can check us out every Wednesday on the Homies and Homies Overtime with B-Dirt, myself, Payday, and Tate Boy Fresh live on Fridays on Steel Curtain Network. You can check me and Tate Boy Fresh out on Wednesdays on the Homies podcast. I mean, the Pump Your Brakes podcast with the Triple OG, Shannon White, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. You can also check me out on the Level Up College Football podcast Mondays with Sarah C. and Andy P. Man, that show is growing, man. And listen, the content, B-Dirt, I owe you because you gave me a champ. Sarah's a beast, man. She knows college football, bro. She knows it, man. So we appreciate
If I tell
her.
you somebody that's a Steelers fan and a Buckeyes fan is good at football knowledge, you know it's the God's honest truth, because I don't see eye to eye with either one of those.
Sarah is a beast. Sarah is a freaking beast. She knows it. She's added another layer to the Level Up College Football podcast. So, man, Mondays live at 6 o'clock. Andy P, me, and Sarah. The No Cap Recap, me, Pay, Tate Boy Fresh, or for your listening views, wherever you get your audio podcast, Tuesday on your drive home from work. Don't forget to check out Running Through the Jungle, the Bear Claw podcast. And, you know, it's the basketball season, so we get down with That's Rather Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavaliers. So as you can see, it's the Know It Alls brand. It's the Know It Alls family. It's what we do. And make sure if you like this content, you'll love that content. So we appreciate it, man.
I do want to address the super chat that came in, Lifelong Fan 07. We appreciate it very much.
Man,
$1.99 super chat. He said, I wish I could give more.
Man,
it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter if you give $199 or $1.99. It's about the love and support. We appreciate you, my friend.
That's facts, man. Because we don't take nothing for granted, because without you guys, there would be no us. So we appreciate everything anybody ever does concerning Steel Curtain Network, Fans First Sports Network. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, man, I did my rant. You got anything else?
Man, no, because I was gonna do Yinzer Steelers fans dirty, but I kind of did my rant earlier. I wish more people had an appreciation for Coach Tomlin and what this past 2 decades has been like for you guys. Just knowing your identity. Are there speed bumps in the road? Yes, always. I mean, you had a guy named Duck as your quarterback at one point in time.
Facts.
There's always road bumps, but knowing your identity, drafting accordingly, coaching accordingly, practicing accordingly, and playing accordingly, man, that having that identity and playing to it is, man, I get jealous about it. I do. I seriously do.
Man, I appreciate it. And I try not to ever take it for granted, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had 3 coaches since the 60s.
The hell of a run.
I mean, what else could you ask for, man? Nobody got it better than us, B-Dirt. Nobody has it better than us, man. It's just and we lost our franchise quarterback. He retired, so we're trying to figure it out. But even as we're figuring it out, we're in first place in our division. Mess around and be going into break 6-2. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. People don't get it. People don't understand it, bro. So thank you. Thank you for that, man, because that warms my heart as a Steelers fan, that somebody else outside of the Steelers appreciates the Steelers team.
All right. I said a nice thing about the Steelers, so I'm going to have to go take a shower now. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. I also sincerely appreciate all the chat fam that has reached out, tuned in, and asked Tate how he's doing. We appreciate that. That love goes does not go unnoticed by any of us. So appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us. Check us out next time. We'll be back here again next Friday for the homies overtime. Lock up Brett Favre.
Big facts.